My name's Sanaya Batmus.
And I'm Shambrika Wise, and we are the co creators of Sightseeing with Sandy. And today we're talking about
The City of Lights.
our new release. So, are you going to be interviewing me?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
How old are you?
That's secret. I'm 35. Proud of it. Thank you.
What do you do for fun?
Hang out with you and Chai Chai. Love to go hiking. I love cooking. I love writing, reading whenever I can. I binge watch a lot of shows. I'm trying to hold off on The Mandalorian, but that's been really hard lately. So I see myself probably cheating and giving in and watching that. But and traveling. I love to travel. So what about you? What do you like to do for fun?
I love traveling, spending time with you, playing, eating candy too. Looking at cool toys and Christmas, birthdays. Just I like playing and stuff.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool to me.
Since we are in COVID, what do you do besides traveling?
We had to get creative, so we've been hanging out outside a lot and making up our own activities and finding ways to do and go the places that we can't. And that's been really cool because that's kind of how Sightseeing with Sandy really just came about and grew because couldn't travel, but I still wanted you to see the world and I wanted to show you the world. So creating that series with you has been really fun, and I think we've both learned things. Not just you, but definitely me. I've learned some things too, and it's been really fun, and I've loved doing that with you. Have you liked it?
Yes.
What's been your favorite part?
Hanging out with you.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, I'm the big kid. I like seeing all the new pictures and coming up with illustrations for the stories, but I like that you like hanging out with me. That's cool.
So, Mommy, when is the next book dropping? It's in Paris, right?
Yeah, so City of Lights, it is in Paris, and actually the electronic version came out a few weeks ago, but the paperback version just came available like a few days ago, which was pretty awesome. So I am very excited about that. It was so much fun to do. It reminded me of the time I went to Paris and just how beautiful it was, how good the food was, and just, the scenery. I will never forget just the beautiful flowers and the trees and just everything. I loved it.
What did you do when you were in Paris?
Oh, so I was there for this thing called Le Dîner en Blanc. So it's called basically this huge picnic in white. And you're there with hundreds and hundreds of strangers that you really have never met before in your life. But it's always a good time. The times I've gone, I've loved it. And it was just fun. Like, we had a dinner that wasn't far from the Eiffel Tower. We were all in white. We had music. We danced. We just met new people. And I was there with one of my friends from college. So she stayed over in Europe for a little bit longer. But while I was there in Paris, I just had a blast. So I did that. And then I went to pastry shops and ate my heart out. I did every type of little cafe shop I could find and got coffee. And I just loved it. I loved it. And I loved everything because it was just so fresh and it was so fun. And it was very un-American, which was cool. I absolutely loved that experience. So, yeah, it was really fun. Can't wait for you to go. What's been your favorite vacation so far?
California.
Oh, California was nice. California was very, very nice. I want to go back to California and Paris. What about you?
Me too.
Absolutely. Which one would you go to first, California or Paris?
I've already been to California, so Paris.
Down with it.
Does Annie and Zuma get to visit any of those places?
Oh, so I didn't necessarily have them going to little cafe shops, but I did have them going to a few particular places that the book will talk about. And there's always historical context. And they do get to do something really cool at the end of the book that I loved. And they actually get to go to the Louvre, which I did go to. And I loved that experience. That was definitely a whole day. And it flew by because it was just so fun and it was so educational, and it definitely was like one of those moments that you can't capture with just a camera. Like, you really have to be present for it. So I loved it.
Sounds cool.
It was cool.
Who does she meet?
So she meets this little boy named Sasha, and Sasha has a ton of friends, and they all hang out towards the end of her last day in Paris with her mom. And I really loved writing this book because I was able to talk about the different strengths that each kid had without really saying much, because most of the kids had different abilities. And so you had a little girl that had her arm in the sling, and my thought behind her was, she was this Wonder Woman type of Spider Girl chick that jumped off of the table and broke her arm or something, because she's awesome like that, but she just had an accident, but she'll be okay. Then there was the other little boy that was actually in a wheelchair, and while he's unable to ever walk, he still makes the most out of life, and he's in the very same places that people like you and I who don't have that type of necessary assistance, he's there and he's present, and he knows that he deserves to be in that space, and he absolutely is flourishing in his life and how he has to walk his path. And then you have Sasha, who has a hearing aid essentially, and he's completely fine too. And it's just like, they're just like us. They're just like normal people. Just because we may look different or we have different things about us, it doesn't take away our value. So those were things that I really wanted to harp on. And especially, there was this one little girl. She looks okay, but she represents those people that you can't see their abilities, or their different abilities, I should say, but it doesn't mean that they're not there. So like mommy, I have multiple sclerosis, and you wouldn't know that by looking at me per se, and I'm thankful for that. However, that's not everybody's story, and just because you can't see anything wrong with me today, it doesn't mean that something isn't going on or that I can't have issues later. So I'm hoping that people really see an opportunity to talk about these things with their kids when they read the story to them, and I hope that it prompts dialogue to just promote kinder and more understanding types of people in the world, especially now. So that's kind of where I want to go with that.
What do you want kids to learn from this book?
And I guess I kind of took your thunder, huh? Well, yeah, like I just said, I really just want kids to learn how to be kind and how to be loving towards each other and be understanding, and grow respect, especially from just those characters that are represented here in this book. From the basis of the book being in Paris and all the things that they cover, I hope they grow a love of Paris, and I hope that they grow a love of travel more than anything, not just Paris, but I hope that this book series excites and inspires kids to want to travel the world when they can. And I thoroughly believe that it's a matter of when and not if, because I feel like kids should not be hindered because of how they grew up. So I am doing my best to make sure that we open up the doors as much as we possibly can for all kids. So hopefully they appreciate that and they love it.
What else will kids find in this book?
So kids will find fun things like word search, a recipe. They'll find some more information about this piece of art that's talked about by the curator. And then, what else do we have in there? It's my favorite.
A sightseeing with Sandy business cards.
Yes, it's a sightseeing with Sandy travel cards. So everybody that buys the book, they can get their own travel card this time. And parents, you can definitely let them cut it out. It's nothing on the back page. It's totally available for them to write their name in there and just make them feel like they have a special place with Sightseeing with Sandy. So we thought that would be really cool this go around. But yeah, that's it. And I think that's about it for me. Do you have any other questions? I think you got one more.
Anything else you would like to share?
No, the book is out. The Kindle version is out. We hope to, share more of the world with you from the eyes of Sandy and Zuma. And most importantly, we hope you love it. And continue to, let us know how you feel. Like, the reviews are so thoughtful and heartwarming, and we really appreciate that. The emails and the messages and, the likes, the follows, everything. Like, we really appreciate that because this has been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been a bright spot through COVID. So thank you to everyone who has purchased anything from us at this point. And yeah, we're excited for what's to come. Thank y'all so much, and thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Anything else? Am I free?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bye, guys.
Bye.